air button is on and you know what that means. The Not Very Mature podcast is in full effect. Listen, we appreciate y'all.
We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Yeah.
Okay? Channel been going crazy. Subscribers is going up.
That's right.
Likes is going up. Views going up. But you know how that's happening. By people hitting the subscribe button, the like button, the notification button.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Also, guys, listen. For those who are listening online through the audio waves, through the Apple Podcast, Spotify, Deezer, iHeart, Pandora, places that are services I ain't never heard of that I'll be looking up and I'm like, oh, we on that? That's
everywhere,
cool.
okay?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all for checking us out on the Maturity Productions Network. And then, of course, my homeboy just had his birthday. Shout out to my boy Sean P. My sponsor, Yaktown. Don't back down. Shout out to him, man. He just had his birthday, so happy birthday to you, bro. And then, of course, shout out to my homies over there in Pontiac, man. The Overdope Production family. Now, let's get into some quick news. Quick news. I gotta get a button for that. Quick news. But, Nikki.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. My co-host is your boy Mature to Serve. My co-host Chisa Fierce in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Quick news, Nikki. We go get into some Kendrick Lamar here.
Ooh, the pop out.
The pop out.
Yes. Did you watch it?
No.
Watch it.
I know. I've seen clips. I saw the clips. I saw the highlights. To me, that's enough. I ain't need to see the whole.
Oh, you said it's an experience. I swear you're gonna love that Vince. It's off the hook. Drake gonna have to come hard. He had Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
Dr. Dre.
Right.
Tyler, the Creator.
It was wild.
Oh my goodness. Roddy Rich.
Oh
my goodness. It was off the hook.
I saw the pictures. I saw the video clips. I saw
Westbrook was up there dancing. It was crazy.
Listen, Westbrook, no.
Yeah, say what you doing up there?
Boy, you give us a good season, okay?
That's what you supposed to be doing. But
that's hilarious.
Was dope. You have to watch it. And
okay.
If Drake, who he say he is, he gonna come 10 times harder. He gonna bring everybody with him. He gotta bring Nick. He gotta do it. But what made his so sweet is just it was L.A. And when I tell you he brought everybody that was affiliated.
The West Coast for sure.
It was so sweet.
I think when we talk about, because again, people have been raving about this.
Yes.
They talked about him doing Not Like Us 6 times, just back to back.
He kept on playing. The crowd sung every word.
Every word. And credit to. This is how you know that when a song or a moment in the culture happens, it's undeniable. Like that song, we were all in the midst of this beef battle, rap battle with Drake.
Yeah.
But when he dropped that song, it changed the culture.
It did.
Like it put a wave through the culture. It wasn't no more. It stopped being about the battle, and then it was like, hey, this is fun.
It was so dope.
And it just happened that Juneteenth was coming, so it was like you knew.
It was perfect.
You knew.
Masterpiece. It was great.
I just don't know if Drake is gonna be able to do anything to stop this.
He gonna come hard though.
No.
Imagine if he had Drake and friends. It's gonna be off the hook.
Drake has no friends. Drake has no friends.
Damn, Drake.
He don't got Metro Boomin. He ain't got Future no more.
Nicki.
Nicki is not about to try to get on. I mean, she might step for Drake.
Help her boy out.
But she also might be like, I ain't trying to get in.
But I'm thinking like he gonna rep for Canada. Like, he gonna have to get them together and come on out there. He's from Canada, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean,
ain't nothing wrong. Shout out to Canada, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like, who would he bring? He gonna have to mix his up and bring them. Cause
I think that.
But this was, I don't know how you gonna top it. It's so classic. How?
It is. Now I know there are a lot of people who are sick of this song. Sick of it. Tired of it. It's overplayed. Really? It's played out.
Okay.
It's still a bop. It's still a bop to me. But I don't know if Drake can, because what we're asking Drake to do, and this is the problem, and this is what Kendrick was basically calling him out for. It's like, you don't have a culture. You don't.
They not like us. I get it.
You don't have a culture, so you don't even represent nobody. You know what I'm saying? So what Kendrick did was not only create a song for the black community culture in general.
Yes.
And then he puts on this show that ultimately is another representation of the black culture and the West Coast. And
Yeah. It was something. It was something to watch. You gotta
I don't know
watch
if Drake can do that. Drake can't put on no show like that.
He gonna come another way. He shouldn't come just like Kendrick did. He can't. Because that was classic. But he gonna come away and he gonna figure it out. And he gonna do it because you can't take nothing from Drake. He's sweet.
Drake, listen, I love me some Drake.
You hear me?
I love me some Drake. I was
so
in the corner when this battle was going on. Drake's fight back. I was looking for Drake to fight back.
He coming.
I don't know. I would love. What do you think, in your opinion, he would have to do? Is it like a song? Do you think it should be a collaboration? Do you think, because even look at J. Cole. J. Cole, as soon as this started, J. Cole was like, I'm straight.
I'm out of it.
He was like, I don't know.
But Drake got so many hits with collabs. He better call them people and come on out. Just the same thing Kendrick did.
I mean, true. Drake is known for making hits, but we talking about.
I think he should do it another way though. Don't try to do a concert because that might not work for you.
Yeah.
And
but you got to do something now. A concert has to be, because he just put on.
He gonna have to.
That was a show of shows.
When, how, and we don't know.
And I didn't even see.
I know he coming.
I didn't even watch it all the way. I just saw clips. I saw photos, and I was like, "This looks legendary."
3 hours worth of greatness.
Legendary.
Let me tell you.
That's legendary.
When I tell you YG, DJ Mustard brought out
everybody.
The city. Like, it was
everybody. That's crazy.
It was dope. It was nothing but peace. At the end, he was letting people come up on stage.
That's
and
crazy.
And everybody from LA was hugging. It was dope. It was an experience. I was like, that's great. That was real.
Man, Kendrick, man. He lethal.
He brought the city out. When I tell you, them
lethal.
stands was full of people singing his song. You gotta see
I heard this. I saw the clips. I was like.
So what you gonna do, Drake? Like, I can't imagine. But I know he great, so.
But do you know what? It's kind of crazy because it feels like karma. Right? Because.
Karma?
Yeah, because we did this exact same thing as a culture when Drake put out Back to Back on Meek Mill.
Back to Back. Yeah, that
we
was
did the same thing.
With Drake. And then he said.
That song went viral.
It did.
Everybody was back to back. It was in the clubs, all on Meek Mill's account.
Yeah.
And now it's like Drake is getting the same thing that he did to Meek Mill's.
Yeah.
Meek Mill had to be the punchline for the summer.
Exactly. It's all about your skill level. Where was Kendrick Lamar? Where was he at?
So.
He was gone, like, for months. And then he popped out with this song.
They went back and forth and it was over. So I feel like Drake is just getting his due justice for what he did to Meek Mill. Because he was the laughing joke, now he the laughing joke.
Yeah. It happens in the rap game. Snoop Dogg said, "Thank y'all for this battle."
Man.
It did change hip hop culture or something. He said,
I think it did. I think it brought back a sense of, pride to artists going up against each other, to prove who really is the best. It's one thing to just say it, and it's one thing to be like, well, I sold the most records. It's one thing to say, well, I got the number one hits.
Yeah.
But if I shoot shots at you and you shoot shots at me, who go get tired of getting shot at first?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Drake, because he shot him with this one.
Yeah.
Boom. Shot him.
And it's sad because technically, if you look at the records, Drake was the last to respond. Kendrick never responded to the last song Drake made.
Oh.
But the last song that Kendrick made was so fire that no one cared about that last song that Drake made.
So he did respond to They Not Like Us?
Yeah.
Are you serious? See, I didn't even know. Damn, Drake.
She didn't even matter.
Didn't even know.
Didn't even care.
Wow.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
We didn't care. That's how we felt when he dropped it. Didn't matter. So, other quick news.
Okay.
We got Simone Biles.
Simone Biles. Yeah, she's supposed to be making some new routines with, she got them flips and turns. Her routines, they say, are so technical, but she got some new ones, some we ain't never seen. So, She supposed to put them together where they so difficult, high.
What?
Yeah. And she got 25 medals.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
25
excited.
medals and how many?
25 medals.
4 Olympic gold medals.
Yeah, she is. Listen,
She's a bomb.
she top class.
She is.
She top class. I know,
Top
you know,
class. She is.
just recently, Sha'Carri Richardson just won, you know, the 100-meter dash. And both of them, you know, both Simone Biles and Sha'Carri Richardson, you know, as African American athletes and Olympians, you know, they both faced their own sets of struggles, their own sets of setbacks.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people in both of their arenas have questioned their true ability, right? And because of their own stuff and personal reasons. But to see them both back at it, back in the Olympics, back, you know, getting ready to get into the Olympics for Simone, you know, to see them both back at their peak level again, knowing that they had that season of drought,
Exactly.
it's really encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people with Sha'Carri Richardson and the whole weed system thing, you know, they was done with her. People thought, you know, pull the sponsors,
Exactly.
pull this,
They come
pull
her
that.
out. I can't believe that was some weed.
And that's you know, listen, we're not about to get into
Anyway.
okay, but it's just crazy how, you know, our black athletes, especially our female black athletes, you know, male black athletes already have their scrutiny, you know what I'm saying, that they go through. But to be a female black athlete at the top of your game, to be the best, not like we talking about Simone Biles is, you know, she's a great gymnastic. She's a legendary gymnastic.
Record breaking.
Sha'Carri Richardson is a legendary track runner. Like, they're legendary status. They're not just great, they're legendary.
And wanted to take it from her.
And they be wanting to take it from them. So, you know, it's good to see that they both are on paths to reclaiming the respect that they once had.
That's right.
And showing people that you can try to turn me down as much as you want.
Exactly. And
when it come down to that gun firing off, I'm gonna beat all them chicks out there. And when it come to doing them flips, I'm gonna beat all them chicks out there. So.
And the 2 girls that made it with her was her training partners, they said.
See?
So all 3 of them made it. They were so happy. I love that. Unity.
It's over. It's
over.
over. That's what's up.
I love it.
Other than quick news, balloon popping.
So, it's this new dating show going around on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have a balloon.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone has a balloon. The person walks out. So, I guess on appearance, anything, you pop the balloon if you don't like what you see.
Okay.
You pop the balloon. It's just, to me, it's so degrading.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some of them walk out and immediately the balloon pop, 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 pop.
Okay.
It's just crazy.
You know.
You ever seen one?
I have. I've seen it. I think I saw one last night.
It's crazy.
I think it was yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Or the day before.
Yeah.
And the dude,
It makes no sense.
he came out there and they was just like, bah, bah, bah.
There wasn't no balloon left. I couldn't believe it. Like, give him a chance to speak.
The crazy part was the one dude I saw, they had the one chick, she held her balloon.
Okay.
The other like 7 girls all popped theirs. And then he was going down the line, asking each one like, why you pop your balloon?
Yeah.
Why you pop your balloon? So he get to one girl that I guess he really liked, and she kind of was like, she changed her mind. He like, get her a balloon, get her a balloon. She changed her mind.
See, nah.
And the one girl that had her balloon popped hers because she felt like he wanted her. So when he got to
Once you
hers,
pop me, it's over. I'm walking right past you. Pop me if you want to.
She said, pop me if you want to. I'm walking right past you.
Yes, and then they asked him, why did you pop him? His shoes. I ain't like his hoodie. I saw one with a guy. He had a hoodie on, but his logo on the hoodie, he was a lawyer. These girls treated him like, because he had a hoodie on and a baseball hat. And they all passed on him. So when they realized that he was just graduated law school, I'm sorry.
Right.
And
they changed their mind quick.
Yes. He said, what do you want in a man? All of them said, a man with a career. He had everything that them women wanted, but they popped that balloon before they even got a chance to talk to that man.
Dummy. Dummy. We should have put them on Curb Your Stupidity.
Yeah, that should be Curb Your
Dummy. Cause
They
what?
treated him like he was nothing. I said that is horrible.
But you know what though? The girls were saying that in the video I watched. She was like, she said, I don't like you cause, you know, your glasses. And he was like, it's my fault I can't see? It's my fault I can't see?
And half of them be up there looking crazy.
Then the one girl was like, you not, she was like, I like tall dudes. She was like, you short. And he was like, how tall are you? She was like 5'2". He was like, I'm 5'9". And she was like, he was like, and you got heels on, so you probably shorter than that.
Exactly.
And she was just like, just not for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yes. I saw them. Oh, man. It's just terrible how they do them girls. And the girls, too. They do.
Listen, boldness.
Ooh-wee. When they come out, the boys just like, pop, pop, pop.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
And it's the worst because your pride and ego has to...
I'm not going on there. This one girl was so mad. She went off on the boy. I said, see, that's why you should be on there.
Your pride and ego has to be shot.
Wrong.
It gotta be strong. You gotta be rock solid,
No.
strong to walk on there and let them people.
Pop the balloon as soon as they see your face. Now, what? That is just terrible. That's terrible. I will pass. Okay.
That is the most disrespectful.
It is.
And I think sometimes even we'll move on to our first segment or we'll get into some music.
Okay.
But
It makes no sense.
I think a part of it sometimes we have a communal type of relationship with like groups, right? So there are sometimes I think people are popping balloons because everyone else does it and they don't want to be the one to feel like they picked the non-picked choice.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's kind of like if
Follow the lead.
if the girl follow the leader. So if the girl think he cute, but all the other girls start popping their balloons,
It's like,
there's
well,
a kind of consensus pressure to pop yours because
it.
I don't want to be the one that picked the quote unquote ugly dude.
guy.
Right.
What?
Even though he might not be to you,
See?
all the other girls have made you feel like, well, maybe my choice is wrong. Maybe he is ugly. So you just pop it. And I think there's a lot of that because when
is.
you hear these girls' answers, you like,
It don't make sense.
you just came up with that because you clearly didn't have no reason for popping your balloon.
One guy said, what high school you went to? She said something. He said, pop. Now, why did that make any sense? He just didn't like her. He just didn't want to pop it when she first walked out. He said, so what high school you went to? She said, something. He said, boop. Why would you do that? I'm not built for those games. And
I could not in my life. Listen,
I can't do it.
Nikki, if I was to even, just to hear that many balloons popping,
I'm not coming out. I'm gone. Oh, I come out here for one of y'all, fuck.
I'm walking off. And I'm talking trash all the way out.
My man's, he roasted all of them down the line. Your shoes messed up. You tall and skinny. You ain't got this. He was roasting them. I said, there you go.
That would have been me. I'd have been going on them.
Going on them.
You old.
Yeah.
You old.
Looking at-
looking at face and I've been going on them. You
What?
not popping no balloon on me.
Talking to.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Yeah, so
The
I think-
disrespect.
yeah, those are a little degrading, but they entertaining. To say the
They
least.
entertaining, man, but you gotta have
Confidence.
some confidence.
Yeah.
Um,
do.
and you just gotta realize, like, these are 7 or 8 people. This is not the entire world.
Yeah, this thing. Don't base that on everyone.
You could go across the world and find
Yeah.
anybody that's gonna find you attractive. So it's not even like, oh no, these 8 people. But boy,
It's
the
so
entertainment
funny.
level.
This one guy. Okay, this is the last thing. He got fired
Okay.
from his job,
Okay.
but he read them girls.
Did he?
He said, "You're not my type." And when she popped the balloon, he said, "You did me a favor." I said, "Wow." They called him mean, but he know what he want. Like he didn't.
That's
want him.
crazy. He gave him the clap back like,
did.
thank you
Yep.
for
But-
saving me.
Yep. He showed
That's you. Excuse me, can you pop your balloon? Because I don't want
the
you.
nerve of people, honey.
That's hilarious.
It is.
Listen, that's crazy. Well, we go get into our first segment, our Curb Your Stupidity.
Yes.
So for our first segment, Curb Your Stupidity, there was a video that went out.
Okay.
And it was a girl, this white girl was recording herself in the car with a dude, a black dude.
Okay.
They were on a date, and she's cussing him out because he wants to take her to Starbucks. This is the first date. He want to sit down with her, get to know her.
Right. This the first meet. Okay.
First meet.
Okay.
And she calls him a broke bum ass nigga.
Because he want to go to Starbucks.
Because he want to go to Starbucks. She ain't with it. She ain't with it.
What?
She ain't feeling it.
I don't
She
think
don't
there's
want.
nothing wrong with that. We're going to talk. Let's have some coffee and talk. Our next date can be big. You can pick the next date.
Okay.
Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that being a little coffee shop, little donut shop. It's a meet up. Like,
Well,
I don't
listen,
see nothing wrong with that.
Curb your stupidity, white girl, because
yes,
I and then of course towards the end of the video, he was getting ready to take her back home, and then he just stopped because she was like, I got other niggas, I got other men who want this and who. So he just dropped her off and was like, well, call one of them to come pick you up.
He left her
Left her right there on the side of the road.
Oh,
Nah, nigga. Why you sound like you feel bad for
how
her?
she get there? You just gonna leave her on the side of the road?
Listen, call one of them other niggas. You said you got.
But this is a date. Why you in your feelings? You don't leave me on the side of the road. Take me where I was and.
No, you did
Why
not
would
about to
you
sit in my
leave
car
me?
and call me no broke bum ass.
Oh, the
nigga.
names continue in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, they hadn't even made it to the Starbucks.
Oh, haven't
She was
made it
complaining
to
on the way
where?
to the Starbucks.
Oh, I thought it was after.
No.
Oh my
They on their way
God.
to the Starbucks. He tell her, yeah, she like, where we going? And he like, yeah, we going to
Now
Starbucks.
he
And
know.
she like,
That's not the girl for him. Because the girl for him gonna be like, hey, let's go to Starbucks.
I'm like, what?
No.
You telling me
Wow, that's amazing.
you gonna call me a broke bum ass boy? What you mean? I'm not about to take you home.
He was just only testing her. The next day could have been lobster tail, steak, whatever you want.
The next day could have been the Starbucks part 2.
Exactly.
You go. I'll take you where I want to take you. You ain't gonna
be
force.
grateful.
You ain't gonna force
I'm
me to
just saying,
take you.
you know.
Now,
you
do
know.
you? But okay, let's listen. Hold on, cause
I know that's right.
listen,
Okay.
you feel me? But is there a standard for a first date though? Is there a way that a guy should come correct on a first date? Should there be places he should take you for a first date and places he shouldn't take you for a first date? Or it's just
Should or
everything?
shouldn't. It's not no should or shouldn't. You go off vibes.
Okay.
See, you want to take this girl out. He wanted to get to know her, but
Right.
come to find out, this not your vibe. She don't want to go to Starbucks.
Right.
But there is a girl out there who would love to go to Starbucks for the first date. It's okay.
True. I mean, but
Why you gotta go so outrageous with the first date?
what if she don't want to go to Starbucks? Like, what if she like? There are plenty of people like I don't do Starbucks. I've never been. I think I've been to Starbucks once, and I think I got a
it's
water.
not my okay.
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 So I don't do Starbucks. So if you go say, "Oh hey, let's meet at Starbucks," I'm be like, "Can we do something else?" Because I don't do Starbucks.
So he just sprung it on her. She don't
I think
like
he
that.
kind of just figured, "Hey, we can go get some coffee, something to drink."
So it could have started at Starbucks and somewhere else, but don't be closed-minded to it.
Okay, but
We
what if
just
I don't want to
sit
go to Starbucks? Because I don't like Starbucks. What am I gonna order there? I don't eat there.
I don't know.
So then, it's kind of like,
That's-
take me somewhere else. Is that okay to say like,
the
hey, I
prob-
don't like that. Can you take me somewhere else?
The whole purpose of us meeting up is to meet each other and get to know each other. Doesn't matter where we go. You feel
Okay.
me?
Okay. I mean, but
It wouldn't matter where we go right now. Like I said, if y'all gonna keep on continue to date, maybe he can go somewhere else. Like the first day, he just want to meet. Like I don't see.
I mean, yes, but
No.
can
You have to eat lobster and
If-
shrimp and what? The first date? What you supposed to do? This is just something I'm trying to get to know you, sir.
she talking about you gotta eat lobster tail?
I'm trying to get to know you, ma'am. Like
Oh,
we
would
can
you?
sit here and you can have a water, whatever you like, a latte, and then you can be like,
Right.
well, this is not really my vibe. I don't really do
Okay.
Starbucks.
Okay.
And then it's the discretion up to him to be like, okay, what you like? What do you like? They're
Okay.
getting to know each other.
So you saying like if we go to Starbucks and I say, and let's say I'm trying to go with the flow,
Exactly.
and then I say, hey, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. Do you think we can go somewhere else?
Exactly.
Now, but
You
if
ain't even up to him even.
Now, if the female mentions that, do he gotta pay for it though? Because women feel like men should pay on the first date. So if I pay for Starbucks, now you want to go somewhere else. Am I obligated to pay for that second part that I had no
cheap
point
ass. Don't. He's cheap. Excuse me.
for? Okay.
He's cheap
Okay.
because
So you like if he can pay for Starbucks, but he can't go to Applebee's. Here's some problem.
I'm always taught to bring my own money, so
Okay.
we can do Dutch. How about that?
Okay.
We just getting to know each other. There's no obligations here.
Now, what about first dates? Do you think dudes should pay for first dates, or do you think it should be Dutch style? You pay for you, I'm pay for me. We just getting to know each other. If this don't work out, we both no harm, no foul.
You don't have to do anything. Now, what you do is going to determine if I go to the next date with your butt. Do you hear me?
That's not fit. Hold on.
Listen, I'm not expecting him.
We don't care.
Hey, let me tell you.
We don't care. Jerry.
What?
I'm not expecting him to pay for anything, but I see his mentality like, oh, he the type that we about to go Dutch. You know, I'm not saying you have to pay for anything.
What if he want to
But
go
now
Dutch?
I know
No.
this ain't you. You
What if
feel
you-
me? So I'm gonna bring my own money.
What if he
Or
want to
I'm
go
not
Dutch?
gonna date you no more. I don't know.
What if he want to go Dutch because?
I ain't saying that, but
What if he goes Dutch because he does not know if this is gonna work or pay out? And you got to think about it.
That's
Women don't
perfectly
think.
fine.
Women do not think about this. Hold on. I'm about to say it right
Don't say
here,
women.
right now.
'Cause I love Dutch. I go
Women
Dutch all
have
day.
a issue understanding this.
what?
Women ain't out here chasing dudes. I don't care how many girls you know that go approach dudes. Y'all are not out
My
here.
girls is aggressive.
Y'all not out here going dates on dates on dates on dates on dates on dates. Men are out here trying to find them a woman. So we can
Are
take
they? No.
we go take out we're gonna take out at least 10 girls
See?
on a date. I'm saying, like,
Really?
you gotta think.
Why you just can't take out one girl, find out what she really want, what she like, and take her? Why I got
What if it don't work out? What if I go on this date and I start hearing her talk and I realize you got how many kids? Oh, you don't have no education?
Then next.
Oh, you live where?
That's fine. Date and figure it out.
Okay, so then I cut her off.
Okay.
But I paid for that date. Now I gotta take her. I gotta pay for that date. Now I gotta take
That-
her. I gotta pay for that date.
That's the price you pay as a single man.
What do you? No.
You out
No,
here
no,
looking
no,
for
no,
a wife.
no, no,
Why
no,
the hell
no,
I gotta
no,
pay
no,
for
no,
you
no,
looking
no.
for a wife?
First off, don't you want to be one? Don't you want to be one?
Maybe not. Every woman don't want to be a wife.
Oh, okay, well then don't come on stage with me.
So you
Wait,
listen,
so hold on.
when
If you
date
don't want to
them-
be a wife, what do you want to be then?
I didn't say me.
You want to be a side chick?
I know a
You
lot of
wanna be
women who say they're not never getting married. So that I don't know
What
the
you mean?
problem with that. I don't know.
I just think women don't understand that as if I'm a dude, yes, it's for me to find a woman. So that means I'm going on plenty of multiple dates. If I have to pay,
and so who got to
if-
pay for you going on multiple dates finding your woman?
But guess
Her?
what? But guess what?
She ain't got to pay.
But guess what? Every one of y'all want the $200 plates?
No.
Yes.
Bitch, you the one picking them. She didn't know you had 10 girls lined up. She
No.
just won.
I know some of the
See?
most simplest chicks who will
She
say,
just won.
I know chicks who literally go on dates with guys just to get paid food. Just to get paid food.
see, now
Oh,
that's-
I'm hungry. Dude, I know a dude who like me, and I'm hungry tonight. I'm gonna hit him up and see if he'll take me out because I know he gonna pay for it. And that dude over
But
there
you're not-
paying for that meal, thinking that this girl like him, knowing dang on well she using him for that meal.
Well, it's just the first date.
No, multiple dates. There are
This is-
chicks who are stringing dudes along for free dinners.
Stringing them along for free dinner. What's the dinner, Vince?
What
What's
do
the
you
dinner?
mean?
You can't take
What
a nice
do
lady
you-
out to dinner?
If you not, what's the intention? My intention is to
only
be. My intention is to court. But I'm saying you got to do me and a gentleman.
But
He's picking you up. He's opening your door for you. He's taking you out to eat. He's paying. He's footing the bill over and over and over.
The
And
same guy, you saying
the same
one
guy.
girl and one guy.
One girl, one
So
guy.
it's now determined that they're dating. So these
They're
are
not.
dates.
They're not because
Multiple?
the girl knows that she don't like him. The girl knows she's
She
not.
just go out
into
with
that.
him every once a week to get her a free meal.
Yes. Do you not think this is real, Nikki?
I think it's real. I absolutely do. But why does he keep on going on these dates? And
Because
nothing
she
has
is
been-
giving
no, no, no.
him the impression that.
But what's happening in between these dates? Y'all ain't got no closer, and you don't see a pattern on her trying to get you out to dinner every week, every
First
2
off,
weeks. Like, come on.
Women are the greatest manipulators.
Oh no, come on, Vince. If you
Women
taking
are
a-
the
listen,
greatest manipulators.
You taking a woman out every week and ain't nothing happening, that's your fault.
What you mean ain't nothing? It depends on what.
It's
depends
not progressive.
Because you gotta understand the world is different.
No,
I can't expect.
you're being
I
a
can't.
fool.
A man can't expect nothing. The moment a man says, "Oh, I've been paying for you, taking you out to eat," I expect sex. That's a problem. The moment he says, "Well, I've been dating you, I expect you to be my woman," that's a problem because no woman feels
it's
like.
not a problem.
Yes, it is because there are women who say, "Just because you take me out to eat, don't mean I gotta be your girlfriend." Just because we go on dates don't mean I gotta be.
It doesn't.
So then, what am I working towards? If it's
So you
not
have to
sex,
establish that in the beginning.
what?
If it's
In the
some- I
beginning,
know-
we just got to know each other. How am I supposed to establish
But are
anything?
you telling her from the get go? I am looking for a wife.
What is a date? A date does not
Did you
know.
tell her that?
What are you dating for?
Dating is it does. You don't have to.
What are you
date
dating for? You don't have to date to have a booty call.
People perspective
have to
of
date
date
for a
is
booty call.
different.
Dating
You
must
could be dating to meet your wife, or you can just be dating to be dating past time. You don't know what that person.
Nikki, what is that? You just said dating to date to pass time.
Didn't I just
That
say-
sound like you bored.
Thank
Go
you.
play with yourself.
Thank you. And if she bored, they're just dating, and you looking for a wife, it's not gonna work.
No, because in
Yes.
order to go on a date,
You don't know-
dating is a intimate thing. We
get
try to make
married. No.
we try to make dating sound like it's not supposed to be intimate. Dating is intimate because it is for you and I
could be.
to start building towards something
Not-
that eventually becomes marriage,
And
right?
that's your perspective.
That's what dating
Like
is
you
supposed
said,
to be.
these women.
We've changed
it's
dating.
Supposed to. You just said the women go out just to get them a free thing. So are they
Exactly.
trying to build anything with these men?
Exactly. They're not. They're manipulating
Exactly.
the system.
So what should the man do? Stop trying to do what?
Date?
Stop trying to do it. And if a woman is not interested in being your wife and you courting her for no damn reason, and all you know,
You don't know that though as a man.
several dates, you don't know
Because there are
that?
chicks that say, I really like you, thank you for that good
You
time.
said multiple dates. So which means you did this for her a couple times, Vince, and she's still doing the same thing, and y'all ain't progressed in the dang on relationship. What are you doing, sir? You have to do a check and be like,
But you just said
do this, girl.
you just said progression on if I'm paying for dates and we going out, I can't expect sex. Because that's not women will sit there and say, don't take me on a
give it to you.
some
Shit.
they will say, don't take me on multiple dates and
Give it to you, Vince. You gotta get that right one. So I don't know
Don't
where
take
you
me
get
on
these
multiple-
girls from, but 1 or 2 meals will get you some these days.
listen,
This motherfucker.
1 or 2 meals,
don't
crab
miss.
leg,
listen.
seafood will get you something. You hear me? That's all I know. It's the wrong one.
I'm saying that there are women who are taking advantage of the fact that
Okay, I'm sorry.
there's a system in place, which is if I take you out to eat multiple times, a few times, I can't expect sex. If I take you out a couple times on dates, I can't expect you to just be my girl. If I take you on a bunch of dates, I can't expect to get a kiss at the end of the night no more, right? That they killed that little trend.
It's sad because everything not the same. I
So-
feel you because you old school. You want. I know what you're.
But I'm saying
courting
all
for.
those things are out the window because
It
we've
is.
checked because people
It
have.
is.
There are men who are creeps.
I agree.
There are men who are aggressive. All types. So I get it. But what I'm saying is, if there's nothing that I'm aiming towards that I can say, well, this leads me at 1 + 1 = 2.
You back out.
Then a
Vince.
woman can definitely lead me for months, making me think she can say "Good morning, King" and all this other good stuff. And hey, missed you, thought about you. Hey,
So
want
if
to
she's
see you
showing the
tonight?
actions, that's caring. If she doing all that, you think
But
you
there are
still
women
think
who
that she's acting.
Yes, I've
Just-
seen it.
Just to get
I've
a
seen.
meal. Just to get a damn meal, Vince.
Yes, Nikki. That's like saying. That's like. That's like.
Out here, 'cause I've been in a relationship for 24 years.
That's like.
I don't know.
That's like the dudes who women are saying like, oh, dudes just did all this line just to get some, just to have some sex. Yes. So you don't think women doing all the lines just to get a free meal?
Okay, so let me tell you this: you're taking all these multiple dates, right? I'm gonna see your perspective.
Okay.
You're taking all these multiple dates.
Uh-huh.
So at what date? You say you can't answer for sex.
Right.
You
Right.
said that right.
Right.
So at what number date can you answer for something, in your perspective, or do you answer at all?
I am the kind where I'm not gonna ask for it at any point because I don't like because the lines you got again as a man you gotta understand it's very easy for me to think something is consensual and then it turns out you flip it and say it's not. And guess what? In the court of law, it gets real hard to prove that it was consensual versus proving that it wasn't consensual. So if I try to make any move on you, the moment you feel like I want to flip this game, I have a harder time proving that you was feeling me and I was feeling you, so it led there. Versus saying, oh, you was feeling me, I was feeling you, and then it, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't have no expectation of a number of dates.
No.
When it's I'm
No.
about to move in, I'm about
Nope.
to.
Nope.
You just want it to happen naturally.
It's just gonna happen. If anything, it's gonna have you gonna have to throw me a sign, an alley oop or something because I'm not go.
So after 10 dates, you done took her to dinner. You ain't expecting nothing.
I'm not expecting
10,
that.
11, 12
I'm not
days.
expecting that. Sex. I'm not gonna expect that.
See,
But
I'm-
I will expect to have some clarification of what's up.
Where are we at?
Yeah. If we done made it 10 dates, I kind of need to know what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feeling me? I'm feeling you.
or we just dating, because that does exist.
That
exists.
No, that's stupid. That to me, because you gotta understand, I've never seen anybody just date and not catch feelings. Yeah. I've never seen it.
Oh please,
I've never seen it.
Some new beast out here, honey.
I've never seen it. I'm talking about
just to date, like you said.
I'm talking about for a long period of time. Nobody can handle it. No, I'm talking for a long period. People say, "Oh yeah, I dated just to date," but you only did it for a couple weeks. You did it for a couple months. You did it for a summer. You did it for
we call it dating now. You know what we really call it.
Well, you know what we call it.
You feel me?
I know that's right.
You know what we was calling it. But
I'm
I'm
dating,
just,
or is it? You see what I'm saying? It's a new.
Now that's different.
Breed out here.
But I don't even think that's dating though. If we going out on dates, but really we just
establishing what the exchange, the woo woo.
The woo woo. That's not dating to me.
Okay.
That's just having dinner before dessert.
Starting something, building towards your potential.
Dating to me is two people that's really into each other. That's really trying to go somewhere. If we doing the wazoo, but we going out to eat, that's just trying to make sure we got something on our bellies before we go crazy. That's it. That ain't.
But if you're trying to establish something with a young lady, you want it to be. I get you. Yeah.
And after a couple days, I'm gonna want to know what's up, because I'm not gonna keep paying, especially if
that's how it's supposed
to. If we're not going Dutch. Meaning, hey, you pay for you and pay for me, which I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because I think if it don't work out, I should not feel like I lost anything.
Exactly.
And people say, well, it's just money. Right. But just how we said that this ain't the old times, right? This ain't old school. People not just letting you take them to the Burger Shack and having a little $10 dinner. So no, you want me to take you to Ruth Chris. You want a steak. You want a sushi. You want lobster. You want a seafood boil.
Okay.
That costs.
So in exchange for that, what does she owe you? Nothing. If you give her all of that, like you said, what do you expect? You just want more of her date. You want more of her time. If you really like her,
that's what I want. I want more of your time. I want more access to you.
Okay.
Right. I want to be able to hit you up. I want to be able to have that access to you.
Got you.
If I'm spending that type of money, I should be able to call you. You should be able to answer. I should be able to say, hey, what's up? You should be able to say, come pull up. I should be able to see you. It shouldn't be me pulling tooth and nail to bond with you if I'm paying for dinners like that.
Wow.
I should be able to connect with you. Right? Because I'm investing in you. So, it's just like your kids. You invest. People spend all this money. We talked about prom. We talked about that. You invest all this money into your kids because you want to see them become what? Better people. So if they don't become better people, you start looking back
Are you investing into the woman? What you want on
a
date?
For sure.
What are you investing into her
For
food?
sure. Because you got to understand.
To her meal?
You got to understand.
Yes.
You got to understand. First off, I look at it as,
y'all men.
I got to take care of you.
Why? Because you feed her?
No. Because you gonna want me to. You gonna want me to take care of you.
Oh, we talking long term?
Yes.
Okay.
Long term, you gonna want me to take care of you. Even if you working, you still want me to make more money so that you can have your money as play money. You still want me to take care of you. You still want me to protect you. Somebody breaking our house, you're not getting up to fight him. You're gonna look right at me.
Okay.
Right?
What do that have to do?
Then when we have kids, you're gonna want me to be a great father to them kids, because the world society. A lot of single women with no father. So you already go look at me and be like, are you going to be there for our kids if we have one? Because I ain't raising no kids.
Oh, so is this determined after the first date?
No, I'm just saying, as I'm buying all this, as I'm spending money and all this stuff, I want more access to you. I want to be able to get to know you and have more closeness to you, because I feel like I'm investing in you.
So what if she pay for her own food and you don't get none of the access? Is that how it go?
If she pay for her own, then she has the right to.
You still want the access. So why does it matter if you pay for?
No. If she paying for her own food,
you don't want the access.
No. I'm saying if she has paying for her own food, then she has just as much right to set the terms to the pace of the relationship. So if she's paying for her own food, she has the pace to say, hey, I don't have time this week. I ain't got this, that, and the other, and that's cool because I have not lost anything. I only paid for my meal. Only thing I lost was some time. That's fine. But if I am working a job where I slave at my job, and then I took that hard-earned money and I took it to have a meal with you, and then you decide, hey, I'm not going to give you no access. I'm not going to invite you in. I'm not going to spend time with you. I'm not going to get to know you.
So then that's it. You have done it. And so you spent $39.
No.
Or
$39.
Well, how much you spend on me?
Plus my $39.
Which now is
her. But see, that's
you
the
buy
thing.
your own food.
But see, that's the thing.
You talking about for her.
What women fail to realize is a lot of men are simple. I can go down to Burger King and get me 2 Whoppers for $5,
Right.
and I'm gonna be
But
straight.
you're courting this woman who you think that could be in your future.
At the end of the day, she
So
gonna
you
want 2
can't
Whoppers.
spend no money on her.
Listen, she want the lobster now, and then when we been together 10 years, she gonna want them 2 for $5
Exactly,
Whoppers.
because she have settled for Whoppers.
No.
When she was getting seafood in the first place.
You know what?
I know that's right.
Ladies, don't settle.
Nikki, you hilarious. Hey,
Settle, bro.
that is hilarious.
This is deep, man.
Listen,
That's why I
this
go
is just the
Dutch.
first
'Cause y'all
subject.
ain't putting no stimulation on me.
but that's what I'm saying.
I'm going Dutch.
But that's
And
what
I
I'm
might
saying.
even pay for your food. Then what?
But that's what I'm saying.
So when I call you, you better not be with no other woman.
That's fine.
'Cause I done pay for the meal.
You paying for my meal? That's cool.
You,
But
when
I'm
I
saying,
call you, you better have access. I better be like, come on. Now.
But I think
that makes
that-
sense,
I
or
think-
it's just a one-sided thing.
I know. I think it should go both ways. I think that's the problem. Is a lot of times we think is men feel this way, so it's one sided. No, I think it should go
No.
both ways.
Yes.
I think if you paying for me, you have every right to have that access to me.
So let me tell you this scenario. My client,
Okay.
she went out with a guy.
Uh-huh.
She was planning to go Dutch or whatever, or
Right.
she didn't know
How it was
where
gonna
it was
go.
going. She said this man put out $4 out his pocket. He was pulling it out, straightening the money out. That's all he had. $4. The bill came and everything. He didn't even have enough for his food. So at that point,
That's foul.
that was foul. What
That's
do
just
you
foul.
do? He said this is what he told her that what'd he say? Oh, he started a business and it's getting off the ground. He ain't had number $4. Why did you ask me out?
Right. And I think that's a problem.
You asked me out with
I
nothing.
think that
you don't
is a
have
problem.
a job. You don't even have
That's
a
a
career.
problem.
Come on now.
That's a problem. I think yes, if you asking females out and you ain't got no cheese to pay for the moment that y'all
Why waste
having,
my time?
fool.
Fool.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm asking you out and I got the cheese for, because that's the other thing.
And you consistent with it.
Remember, just earlier this year, they had the whole list of places women think they shouldn't go on first dates, and they had that whole list of
I go off vibes.
Applebee's. They had Red Lobster. They
I want
had,
some wings. Let's go get some wings.
because some females feel like, oh, I could pay for myself at Red Lobster. I want you to take me somewhere that I can't pay for. And it's like, why? Why would I do that? I don't even eat
Too
here.
damn much. That's why half the world big backs. Just eat. Go play some activity or something. Make it make sense. Damn.
She talking about this is why I have
Let's
the
not
world
just
big
go eating. Let's go play some activity. God damn.
This is why I have the world big backs.
What the hell? Eating too much. What the hell?
Oh my god. That's what we need to start saying on the our big backs.
No problem.
The Big Back Podcast.
No.
We on the Big Back Podcast. We eat mukbangs.
Yep. That's right. No.
And see, and Nikki talking about something. We should eat mukbangs on the podcast.
Nope.
We gonna
Never mind.
be like this Big Back Podcast.
Look at them niggas eating on that damn.
Oh man, well listen, we about to get into some music, and then we gonna come back. It is the obviously not very mature
mature at all.
podcast. With your boy Mature the Servant. It is my co-host,
Chisa fierce.
and we will get back into this music. We'll catch y'all, man.
Okay, ladies. So next question. Never have I ever had sex in a public place.
Y'all don't go to Miami all paid weekend and don't show them a little appreciation on the plane.
I asked you when we could talk about marriage, and you still ain't saying nothing about it.
You know exactly why we haven't discussed it. You moved on.
Okay, now keep giving that man hell. He gonna leave you and all your bullshit.
You want me to join you in the shower?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think he's saying someone else.
No. No, ladies. We are not about to ruin these good things that we have going on.
Does she know? I should have known.
This is my homeboy, longtime friend, producer, Draco. Y'all signed me for raw talent. Quit trying to strap me up and let me hit it raw.
My secrets? My secrets, Nicole?
Girl, Jordan is great, but I mean, he's intelligent. We vibe and everything. It's just,
Hey, Earth to Trey.
I said I love you.
My ex was that way. Shit, worse actually.
She ain't never mentioned she had a brother.
Of course she did.
And I had to do whatever it took to leave him.
Force in my hand, Alex.
Smoke his ass.
Yes. Always trust the shooter, baby.
He more worried about these bikes than anything.
This shit wild, man.
You distracted?
Now we dumping bodies. We about to be on tour, man.
Chris, I used to be a thief. I used to rob high-priced items with a group that included my ex.
Chanel, I think we need to renegotiate the terms of our agreement.
Bitch ass nigga, fucking nigga.
You're a murderer, a thief, a killer, and most importantly, my fucking wife.
Now, welcome back to the show, y'all.
Welcome back.
It is your boy Mature to serving my co-host.
Chisa Fierce in the building.
And this is the Not Very Mature podcast, the growing dynamic, destroying
That's right.
the internet.
Yes.
We've been getting some crazy numbers, and it's still blowing my mind, Nikki. It really blowing my mind.
It is.
Like,
They like us.
when I did the first 2 episodes of this podcast, it was just me.
Okay.
I think the first episode did like maybe like 70-something views. I think the second video did like 50-something views or whatever.
Right.
But we didn't crack like 100-something. We didn't crack 200-something.
Every episode is like going up.
The shorts is going crazy.
Yeah, the shorts. They
The
love the
reels
shorts.
going crazy. So it's like,
Let's get it.
I definitely appreciate you, Nikki, being on the podcast.
Thank
I appreciate
you. Thank you for having me.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in with us and showing the support.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, for the podcast.
Yes. We going up from here, y'all.
Only up. I know that's right. You feel me? So now let's get into our second topic.
Let's get it.
Our Facts of Life segment. You wanted to talk about what, Nikki?
I wanted to talk about black people and mental health.
Okay.
So it's like, why is it that we don't acknowledge it?
Mm-hmm.
We don't think nothing wrong with us. We don't
Right.
do no counseling.
Right.
You know, I'm going to say some of us. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I want to know, like, why is it that we don't do that? Is it we in denial? What is it? And then how do you cope
Okay.
with mental illness? Like, how do you keep your mental illness all intact? Like, what do you do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the short answer is slavery.
Yeah. Slavery.
You gotta think about it. Slavery was one of the most traumatic situations to happen to African American people.
Correct. Okay.
And in the midst of slavery, when you had to, when you as a man had to get slashed and whipped in front of your wife and kids,
Okay.
when you had to watch your woman get slashed and taken advantage of in front of you, you had to watch your children be kicked around and bullied without being able to stand for them.
Okay, so you saying mental illness be passed down?
It is.
Okay.
I think because, well, the reason when you say why we don't deal with it, I think when you look at slavery, who were we going to talk to about it?
Okay.
Who was listening
But
to us?
now, okay, I understand.
And so
then.
that, I think
Okay.
that has passed down,
Right.
right? So it went from that, then you go to fast forward to the civil rights, and now you got that injustice happening to us every day. Who you supposed to talk to about that? Because who cares, right? The
Therapy.
most of the world,
Okay.
I mean, most of the country is on the side of the people that's oppressing you. So you go to therapy.
That's deep.
You got to think about that. And then we didn't have as many black therapists. We didn't have as many black doctors. So you go to a white therapist and tell them, yeah, the man that looked just like you burnt my house down because I'm black in this neighborhood. Like, so who do you talk to? So we learn how to suppress, right? That's
suppression.
where
Okay.
I think that's where when they say some of the greatest things in America have been built by black people, right? So we talk about arts,
Right.
music. Black people just have built music, whether it was rock and roll, jazz,
Yeah.
hip hop. Why? Because we didn't have nobody to talk to, so we made songs.
So you think it became a habit?
It became a habit. It became a habit to say, I can't talk about it, but I'm gonna put it in this music. And then we love music, but I think sometimes what we don't recognize, and this is me as an artist saying this, I think sometimes what we don't recognize is when we find out so and so, you know, this artist, you know, unalived himself, this celebrity,
Exactly.
you know, this is what happened. I think what we don't go back and do is listen to the music and say, "Oh, I can hear it."
Oh, it was in there.
It was already in there.
Yeah.
And so that's I think that's what it is. Is
So it's
we've
safe to-
passed down that trauma of not talking to people, but finding other ways to deal with it.
it.
Yeah.
You know, and some people say you're crazy.
Right.
All of that. I don't think it's none of that. Mental illness is real, and people don't know how to deal with it.
And
You don't know who to go, where to go.
For sure.
Like,
and black people have had a thing of wanting to also present ourselves as flawless, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to seem weak because we come from weakness starting back in slavery. So you have that. Remember, what was that one thing we used to hear? What happens in this house stays in this house.
Exactly.
How many things have happened in the house that needed to be told outside the house?
Exactly. I can't stand
Right?
that rule.
So because of that, but that was a way of saying this family needs to look good when we're in public.
See there.
I don't care what's happening at home. When we step out, we look good.
Yeah.
Image.
That's
so
crazy.
I think that is or even when you do leave and your parents say, remember who the house you represent this house when you leave.
Exactly.
All those things, which some of those things are true, right? But there are things that I think we just found a way to suppress. We found a way to compartmentalize. I think when you overlook it, all that, we find ways to cope, right? We drink excessively, we smoke excessively, we party excessively. We do things to numb the reality of what we're dealing with.
Exactly.
Because we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to sit down and sit with a therapist and say, hey, I'm jacked up. I got these problems. Stuff like that. And so, and we go through so many seasons of life, Nikki. We go through so many waves of depressions, so many waves of trauma. Some things that we didn't even think were traumatic to us end up being traumatic. Yes. It's like when you have that one uncle that passed in your family and you like, it just hits you for some reason. And you like, I don't really know. I mean, yeah, that was my uncle, but I don't know why it hit me.
Exactly.
Like, some things just really rock our worlds. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't know how to cope.
We don't know how to cope with it.
So what do we do? Like what are some of the things that you would do to for your mental? Like how some ways you can take care of it, to release it, for it to be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to go through things.
For sure. And I don't think we tell people that enough.
Exactly. That's the problem.
And I think it starts.
It is okay.
It's the
to not be okay.
It's behavioral things, right? That's why they say check on your strong friends, right? Because, I think about when little boys fall off their bicycles, when you're teaching a little boy how to ride, or a little boy in general. Yeah. Maybe he fall off the bed. Maybe he trip and fall. What do we do? Get up.
Don't cry.
Stop that crying.
And he hurting.
And now that little boy grows up with this idea of, when I hurt,
do not cry.
I do not cry and I do not show it.
But I might punch something or something.
Sometimes it eventually it might lead to that.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
We have these things.
Yeah.
I know for me, a lot of times what I do now is I like to take a lot of nighttime rides.
Oh, just ride.
I like to take a lot of rides and I like to just clear my mind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Window down, get some air. I listen to some music.
Okay.
That I feel, you know what I'm saying? And then I talk. Sometimes I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah.
I'm just driving.
In that car.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm chopping it up with the big man and we talking. And then there's sometimes when I just don't, I do no music, no nothing. And I just
silent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For me, I've come to doing that. But it's so many.
It's a thin line.
And so many things, and I've done therapy as well. You know what I'm saying? I have done therapy.
I haven't, but I think I wanted to at one point.
Definitely.
And it was like, no, but now I'm like, okay, because several people I know have went.
Yeah,
okay.
It is.
So
it is amazing to have therapy. It definitely, because there's somebody who, it's hard when you're trying to explain yourself to people who know you, your family, your friends.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
But a therapist, and also sometimes when you share with your friends and family, they want to rebuttal you, right? They want to tell you what you need to do with
exactly.
Right? But with a therapist ain't gonna rebuttal with you. They just gonna keep giving you more questions.
Wow.
Why do you do this? Well,
and make you realize why. Really, I need to go.
Well, what made you think that was real? Yes. Like they really make you backtrack.
Okay.
Until you can't answer it.
No more.
and then that's where you find
problem.
You know what I'm saying? So therapy has been huge for me. You know, I just kind of been in it more recently, but you know, I wish I had it during times when, you know, I lost certain people during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people needed therapy coming out of the pandemic.
Heck yeah.
You know, that was such a huge shift.
People didn't know how to react. Me and my husband got into it, I think, kind of big through the pandemic. We never got into an argument like that.
Okay.
We was just in our emotions. It was crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, it almost blew up.
The pandemic was
like, it had us tripping.
Crazy. And I think you just being, you know, wearing a mask like that every day, feeling paranoid.
Some people money stopped. My shop got shut down.
You see?
My hair salon, I just opened it from scratch. My OPP loan, none of that. Me and my partner. We get up in there and they say it's got to get shut down.
Oh.
They shut us down, so, you know.
And that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that, man. Like, that was traumatic for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
See, me, I think I can deal with everything. That's me. I deal with it. I put on my strong suit because my mom is strong. You feel me?
For sure.
So I get it from her.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom.
I need to see. I ain't seen you in a minute, mama.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, mama.
You gotta bring mom up here. But yeah, it's it was a coping mechanism.
And that's what it is.
I mean, I smoke, so that's one of mine.
But that's just that to us for us that do. It's like that's just a short term type of thing.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Even because what it does is it takes away the tension we feel. But it doesn't solve the problem.
Exactly. It's temporary fix.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the thing is like, you know, the pandemic was just a huge
That was
you know,
a
shock
scary
to every people was dropping left and right.
Flies.
You had to take medicine that you didn't know.
Yes. You didn't know if you contact can't be around your family. It was the worst.
It was. And
I swear.
It was such a and then on top of that we had such a wild, chaotic political climate as well, because then you had Trump and
in there. What the?
So you know there was so much happening, and even people who, if you caught, you know, COVID, that experience was traumatic because it really was like
scary. You didn't know if you were going. Some people said they was mild symptoms. Some.
Yeah, you know, lost the taste, lost the smell. Like, that's traumatic. And I know sometimes people just kind of be like, oh, well. But those things are traumatic because...
Especially if you've never been through it.
You've never been through it. And if you went through it and you had to be by yourself.
Yes.
Or you had to be isolated or whatever. You didn't have nobody there to take care of you.
I got my children and my fiance.
You feel me?
I couldn't imagine my life lonely.
Doing that.
I don't know.
I had caught COVID days before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you get it. I didn't never. You know what? I must have been asymptomatic. I'm sorry.
You said you was
I caught it and I never got a symptom. My whole family caught it and we was just, what y'all doing?
Yeah.
So how did yours go? You was all right?
I was bad.
You didn't have it bad. You got asthma, some underlying condition?
Not even that. It just, I mean,
it hit you.
It said big back. That's all it was.
Shut
That's my only condition. Big back, but I mean,
say overweight people. I was scared. I said, "Oh, I'm counted out. Overweight people catch it bad. We out of here."
I wish I was immune to that bad, baby. Listen, I caught it twice, but the first time I caught it the week before Thanksgiving, and I had to spend Thanksgiving by myself. I had to be at home by myself on Thanksgiving. I didn't get no dinner. I didn't get nothing.
Oh,
I was ordering DoorDash, like
just to protect the family. That's what we had to do.
It's tough. So
okay.
You know, so I just had to say, like, you know, trauma is very
real.
It comes in different ways, yeah. And what's true, and for us as Aries, I know for you just said it. Sometimes your strongest friends, we be the ones that we be on the verge.
You know, I heard how many times I've heard you'll be all right. You strong. I know you was gonna be all right.
No.
I heard that so many times. Oh, I knew you was good.
And it's cool because
I know.
To a degree, yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, to a degree, yeah. I was gonna be good.
Yeah.
Because I know how to compartmentalize in tough moments.
Yeah.
I know when if the going get rough, I can't just be like, oh.
Nah.
I gotta suck it up.
It's not an option.
And I gotta figure out what to do.
Exactly.
But man, does that weigh? You know what I'm saying?
When you drop that low, boy, do you drop it? Do you hear me?
So
it
I know that's right. You hear me? So
yes,
it is very It's very challenging to be the strong friend. They always say check on your strong friends, and I say check on your strong friends. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who you know are always there for you the most. The people who you know that are always showing up, that won't fold.
Yes.
Those are the ones you got to make sure. How you holding up? Exactly. How you doing? Treat them to something. Pamper them to something, so that they can get that release of just letting go. But yeah, how about you? How do you feel? I know you said you're in therapy, but how do you feel you deal with coping when like you have those hard, tough moments? Do you?
I tend to push them to the side.
Okay.
I can't deal with it right now. Oh, I'll be fine. You know, I just push it to the side.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it always surfaces later.
Always. Sometimes at the wrong time.
Yep. And you just have a breakdown. I don't really have a breakdown, but it's like whatever your breakdown is. You know what I'm saying? You could be mean. You could just I don't know. It all comes out.
Right.
So I'm learning to not hold it in.
Right.
So now if something bothers me, I'm expressing it right then and there.
Right.
And I don't let it linger. So that's one of the ways I cope with it.
Yeah.
Get it on out there, you know what I'm saying?
True that. And I think one of the things I'm learning is I'm learning what to feed my emotions to.
Exactly.
Not everything deserves for me to be reactionary to it.
Why you upset? For what?
You know what I'm saying? Like some things I don't like, but just because I don't like it doesn't mean I have to always react to it. So I can easily see something I don't like, and then I have the choice to remove myself. You know what I'm saying? If I go somewhere, prime example, we was out to eat. Okay. I was out to eat with some family, and we was waiting a long time for the food. A long time. And by the time they got it, everybody wanted to start complaining about the food. Oh, this cold. This ain't that hot. This don't, you know.
Absolutely.
And I was just like, bruh, eat the food.
Eat the food.
Eat the food. Like,
eat the food.
Yes, we've waited for a long time. But is it that serious where now we go complain about the food that is here? Ain't we all hungry?
Is it right? Don't bring me nothing. You done took all day and then you gonna bring me something that's not right? Was the food right or they were just being complaints?
It was right. It was right. It's just
it was warm. And
it's just
everything
warm
after the whole wait.
It's just warm, and it's fine. You listen. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Okay. So
I've been waiting here for almost an hour. I'm hungry. Do you think I really care that these chicken tenders ain't that hot? Actually, I don't want it that hot because I want to eat it. Right. You ever get food too hot, you can't eat it right away. Yeah. You think I want to wait an hour for some piping hot food and then be like, no, I want to eat. Give it to me warm. It's going right down.
I'm the opposite. I'm complaining. I'm sending everything back.
I want to because I always say if you wanted your food a certain way, go home and cook. What? If you want your food a certain way, go home and cook.
So what do you pay for then?
You pay for the convenience of not cooking. That's really what a restaurant for. Okay. You're paying for the convenience of not doing it yourself. Okay. You're putting your responsibility to feed yourself on somebody else.
Child, I'm opposite. I will send all that shit back.
No.
If
it's wrong, okay. But if it's like
it's just a little warm.
Like prime example, my sister, shout out to Niecy. She probably gonna be like, dang, this right. Niecy, she had a grilled Caesar salad. Okay. She like, this chicken look too grilled. It's too charred. Really? The grilled chicken chunks is too charred for you.
You done waited so long. This better be right. If I wait an hour, I'm going to order it right.
Then they brought her some grilled chicken, some fresh grilled chicken.
Okay.
She like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they just brought it. I bet.
That's what you wanted in the first place.
But that's still grilled chicken.
Oh, it wasn't.
Grilled chicken and grilled chicken is grilled chicken. This one look like they left it on there 10 seconds longer than that one. It's the same grilled chicken. If you don't eat this damn grilled chicken. But I also learned, like, why complain? I feel like when you live a life where you always angry, you always complaining, this ain't good enough, that ain't good enough.
Okay.
What are you grateful for in life then? I'm grateful that I can afford to go out and eat because I know people who can't afford to go out and eat at all. I know homeless people who would love to go sit down at a restaurant and put their feet up and wait on somebody to serve them food. I have a level of gratefulness, I think, and humility to where I just don't allow my emotions to lead me to be overreactionary to certain stuff. So yeah, this food warm, but I'm grateful to even be able to do this. Same thing, you know what I'm saying? So,
but isn't it a way you can do it without being,
go cook yourself. Nikki. You go cook yourself. You.
If I'm paying, baby, right, I'm not paying.
And I also say it depends on where you eating.
Why?
If I'm at the Magic Johnson restaurant, you know what I'm saying, upscale, I'm paying $70 for this plate.
It's supposed to be on time.
It's supposed to be hot and fresh and on time. If I'm going to the local restaurant around the corner or something, if Applebee's is a regular chain
staff
place
or something, that's not your problem.
But at the same time, if they short staff, don't you have the grace to be like, okay, I gotta wait? Because that's what I was telling them. I said, how y'all know they short staff tonight? Now, how many times you been at your job and you were short staff and you been actually your clients?
They better put a sign on the door. So we short staff. It's gonna be an hour wait.
Ain't nobody doing that.
You said you was hungry.
Ain't nobody doing all that. Ain't nobody doing this.
Girl, I'm listen.
Ain't nobody doing all that.
My stuff right. I've been waiting an hour anyway. That make you mental on it, but
she's like, nah, that's traumatic.
You feel me? I know that's right. My stuff right, and then you just nut up in the restaurant. See, then they gonna swear something's wrong with you.
Listen, so we go get into our last subject, man, which is the infamous Boosie Come On segment.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Come on, Coi Leray.
Come on, Coi.
Now, we just talked about cooking yourself. This is literally...
Now, this is a new level. I'm not cooking this way. I want to pay somebody because she tripping.
This is what I'm talking about. She didn't ask nobody to do it. She got off the tour bus and said, I'm about to start grilling.
So what she did?
So Coi Leray, there was a video where Coi Leray was in town for a show that she was doing, and she was hungry. And she wanted some steak. And she wanted her steak done the way she wanted her steak done. So she cracked out some aluminum foil pans. And she found a little grill rack. And she threw her steaks on that boy raw. She made a little fire with some coals.
Right on the sidewalk.
Right on the sidewalk. She was on the sidewalk in the parking lot.
Rich people crazy.
And she was making her own food. Some people saw her. She was selling food.
Selling them.
Said she was selling food. And I was like, you too rich for this.
You too rich for this.
Too rich for this.
Come on now, man.
Right, come.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on now, man.
Come on, man.
And she was selling the dang on steak with the sash. She's talking about instant mashed potatoes.
Instant mashed potatoes. Instant mashed potatoes.
Baby, you think she going crazy?
No. I just think she is as
trying to be normal as possible.
As Southern hood normal as she could be. I think she's Southern.
Oh, okay.
But either way, even if she ain't, listen.
That country bonking stuff. No.
I can tell you right now.
Shout out to my country people.
Ain't no.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
I don't care how much I want my food done a certain way. I can't cook on the side of the road like that.
She eat it. You ain't sure eating it.
See, I know she ate it. You know she ate that. You know how long it took probably to make a steak on an aluminum foil pan grill.
Where did she get the fire from?
She had some coals, I think. She had some charcoal coals, and she just lit it on fire.
I think she's just trying to prove that she's normal.
I'm
but
sure
I haven't
she
seen
is.
most people do that.
I'm sure she is. I'm sure there's a place where people have. I'm sure people watching or listening will say, "Oh, I know somebody who did that before."
Yeah.
And so I'm sure
it's
that's her roots. I'm sure like that's some root stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from, you kind of do the stuff that you. No matter how famous you get, you do what you come from. Yeah. So I'm sure that's, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, listen, I would have stopped somewhere else for a steak.
Exactly. Like, what was your motivation for that?
She went to the store and bought the steak.
On the side of the road. Like,
she went and bought the steak and said, I'm about to cook this. I'm looking like.
Nothing else to do.
I'm just watching it.
Tour bus. Put your butt on the damn tour bus.
I was watching it like, I don't think this is how this supposed to go, Coi. I don't think.
Cooking
I don't think you supposed to just get out and just get to cooking on the side of the road.
That's something.
Do you think, what is something, let's see, what is something, Nikki, that you think, even if you was famous, you still would do?
I still would do?
Yep.
Eat my ramen noodles, whatever that is. I love ramen noodles. Honey, I'ma still
so does Kobe.
Give me a Fago pop, $1, $2 pop. I'm still gonna do that. I don't know. I probably still gonna.
Would you still go to like the local places that you grew up in? Like, would you still go to your
Tom's, Coney Island. Let's talk
Listen.
about it. Get them chili cheese fries.
I know that's right.
You can't
I know
find
that's right.
That had to get a double. Listen.
you can't find that at no fancy restaurant.
No.
Tom's, Coney Island chili cheese fries. You cannot.
No. Matter of fact, nobody will be able to find Tom's Coney Island because if I'm rich, I'm buying them.
I'm buying them.
And I'm taking them on the road with
You hear me?
Tom just gonna be cooking for me on the road.
Tom coming with me.
Tom coming with me.
Yeah, a lot of stuff I would keep the same.
I would
still do my own hair probably.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
You don't think that if you were famous, you wouldn't have you a whole stylist team? You wouldn't do you think you wouldn't bring some of your people on and make them your stylists or nothing like that?
I don't have no people. I haven't
Nigga,
had
like
my
I roll
hair
solo.
done. Yeah, I haven't had
I'm
my
a lone
hair done
wolf.
for so long because every time I get it done, I don't like it. I had some women do my hair for my birthdays.
Okay.
But they were established women. I knew they were going to knock it out.
Okay.
You know, but every other time, I rather do it
Really?
myself. So it made me adapt to it because I'm not.
So you wouldn't have a stylist, you wouldn't have
I probably would to do
like a
specialize in short hair
makeup
or
artist or
something.
nothing
Yeah.
like that?
But like most of the time when I'm doing something, I'm gonna do my own hair and makeup.
Well,
Then,
okay.
probably if I got a big event, I have my little
Okay.
personal style.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, listen.
You know.
Man, how rich I'm getting? I'm still writing my own raps.
Okay.
All that
Yes,
stuff.
yes. What
Still
about
making
you?
my own. Listen, I still would go to the same place. That's what I do now, though. Like, I still go to Tom's. Yeah. There's plenty of Coney Island. It was a Coney Island right across the street.
See, the problem happens when you change things. So if you normal, like, why are you changing it?
Right. I think
It's because you can now.
Yeah.
But we're going to stay out the hood. 'Cause once you get rich, you got to get out the hood.
Man, listen,
Some of them just stay in the hood. And
they just killed Julio Fulio, man. Just took, man, and it's crazy.
Young guys. That's terrible.
Man, it's so terrible, man.
They say he was a terrorist, so
I mean,
we don't
listen, the way some of these people are living allegedly, you know what I'm saying? You just don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of
But
stuff
on
these
his
people
birthday,
are
that
doing.
was wrong. He was enjoying. He was living his best life.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's
fun, so.
tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
That is tough. So, prayers to the family of Julio Fulio, man, because that's nobody. Look, I understand people are evil.
Yeah.
And we'll get back on topic, but I know people are evil, but
that's still.
and I know people have done bad things or made bad choices.
Okay.
Some people may have a bad past. Some people may still have a bad present.
But how do you move
But
forward?
nobody deserves to just be murdered in cold blood like that.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather somebody who's done evil things to be put away, locked
Let God
away,
take
something
care
like
of 'em,
that.
you know.
But to just be
murdered,
gunned down like that is such a raw harshness to it. It's just like
eye for an eye. That seemed to be the thing.
that's what it seems to be.
Eye for
That's what it seems to be. You know what I'm saying? I just saw they on the news that there was a guy who was doing like the speed in the little donuts or whatever in the middle of the roads. You know how the drag racers be?
Yeah.
And he sped off and he drove through a red light and T-boned the guy. Instantly took him out.
Killed him.
Instantly took out the driver that he hit. He lived. Took out the driver that he hit. And when he was in the hospital because he was hurt.
Okay.
When he woke up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they was there to give him
The business.
murder degree in a second. Or this, that, and the other. Then they found out that he had priors. Like he had suspended license. He had this, he had this, he had this, he had this. And it was just like,
change your life.
man.
At the blink of an eye.
So it was just like, man, like stuff like that is like even in that situation, it's like I wouldn't wish him to just be gone though, just because he took somebody else's life. Like, yeah, he
Accident.
reckless and he did all this stuff, but man, it's like to see people just be, man, gunned down, murdered down,
I don't wanna
especially
see
in
nobody
Detroit.
murdered.
Especially in Detroit, it's just crazy.
It is.
So,
Chicago is worse.
man, Chicago, boy, Chicago been Chicago for a long time.
Yeah. I used to,
So-
when I was a child, I used to visit Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feel like it was what it was?
I didn't know what was going on back then.
Okay.
I was like, how old was my brother? I had to be 8.
Okay.
Probably 10, something like that.
Okay. But back to Coi Leray, man. Coi Leray, I think
She fooling.
first off, I think it's funny seeing her just like grilling on the side of the road like this, like on some like she just hopping out
Just
with
normal.
meat, and she like I'm just
Hey,
gonna cook right here.
I mean, it's strange, but she normal. I like to see when stars do stuff like that.
But you know what? I will say that it is
Because-
really cool to see her do something like that. That like she could be the bougie high class. Oh, I got money, take me to the rest. But to see her do something so, I guess civilized, It's dope.
Yeah, humble.
It's dope. It is dope, and I think you gotta.
Coi Leray.
Yeah, shout out to Coi Leray. You gotta
Show 'em how to do
appreciate
it, girl. Whip out the dang on foil pans on the side of the road. Go ahead.
She done went to the Family Dollar. She let me get them foil pans on the grill.
She had some seasoning sauce, something.
She had some seasonings.
Oh, babe, something.
Listen, she made her own barbecue sauce.
Oh no.
I don't know if she did, but that's hilarious. Like seeing people do normal stuff like that. I think it's cool because
It is.
Coi Leray, but she always has seemed very chill. Like she never came off like that type of person. Like I'd be more shocked to see Beyonce doing that.
Oh, never.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna catch her butt. You ain't even find her in the interview. Shoot. If she do interviews.
You know what? That is so true.
You don't step off of nobody.
I don't remember the last interview she's done. She need to do one of those like 2020 Barbara Walters type interviews or something.
Oprah would probably only want to get her out the house.
You think Oprah can get her out the house? That'd be probably the biggest Oprah episode.
I want to see her come on Wild 'N Out. That'd be some dope. Oh, that record, that's gonna go up.
That'd
say
be
on Wild 'N Out. That'd be so dope.
Nigga, that'd be cool. Wild 'N Out would explode.
I know. Nick keep on telling her to come on over there, but she.
That would be crazy. Yeah. That would go viral. That'd go viral. If Beyonce on Wild 'N Out, that would go viral. She would kill it. Cause she could rap and all that.
You know,
that'd
it'll be something.
That'd be crazy.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Now,
if
Nicki is famous,
okay,
right? Nicki is celebrity famous. She filthy rich. She like I like where this story is going.
Keep going. No.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think that the more, I think when you see people like Glorilla, she got her teeth done, stuff like that, people they level up. Do you think?
Yep. It's like,
yep.
Okay, go ahead.
And me, I'm gonna be there too. Give me the doctor. No, do you think that?
Come on with it. I already asked.
It's how you looking. It's just how you looking. Do you think that some people feel like when you get to a certain level of rich or fame or status, that you tend to forget the where you come from. You tend to forget the people that you grew up with. You tend to forget the people that your community where you lived.
No.
Do you feel like there's a good reason for distancing? Because you was like, we ain't going back to the hood. And a lot of people in the hood be like, that's the problem. You get rich, and now you don't come back to the hood. What about the people who we grew up with you? Oh, we was friends when you...
But they get killed in the hood. Look at...
True that, but people say like
no.
You was cool with me when we was both going to the Burger King. Now you rich, you don't want to come to hang with your man.
That's certain people though. You ain't just hanging with everybody. Everybody don't have good intentions for you.
True.
You had your mans that you still hang with. Of course, you still hang with him.
Okay.
But these random guys probably out to do something to you, get your money, rob you something.
So you don't think going back to your, because I guess
you can, but don't
live there. It happened to Young Dolph. Same thing to him.
He could come back whenever you want to. But I don't think that should be your resident.
So you don't think that's where you should live? Obviously,
if your city cool, okay, cool. But if you know you got enemies and you done made it big and
right,
you got a possibility of somebody robbing you, doing something to you, then leave.
So you think it's smart not to go back once you didn't kind of reach to a certain level?
You can go back when you want to visit.
Okay.
Or something.
But I think that's when people catch them because they visit. Yeah. So do you think it's better to stay away at all?
Like you said, you got those people that you just gotta go see. You
Okay.
couldn't take them with you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of times you can't take your people with you.
Do you think you would take like certain people with you? Like if you had the money, you think you'd be like, look, I'm getting you out the hood. I'm getting you out the hood.
The people who helped me when I was there, we all gone.
Okay.
You know, but if you want to stay there, that's fine. But now if I bag you this big old pretty house in the middle of the hood, now you become a target.
Right.
Possibly.
Right.
So come on. You know what I'm saying? I want my people to be. Not saying the hood is bad, y'all. I love the hood.
Right.
You know,
right.
I lived on 7 Mile for a long time. Schoolcraft. So it's not an issue of that, but when you make it, you know. Sometimes it ain't the best place to stay.
Okay.
Especially if you calculate a couple enemies. I don't know.
I don't know. You keep bringing that many. You got some enemies, nigga.
No, none to nobody. I might get your hair wrong. That's it. I'm gonna fix it. I'll fix it for you. I'll fix it for you, but I ain't got no beef. No.
Excuse me. Oh my God.
No, I ain't got no beef.
No, that's good. I think I agree. I think it would be tough for me to, like, prime example. We just talked about Schoolcraft, right? You go back on Minnock. It is not the same.
It's disaster. So why don't I be there? I'm
Not
just
the
gonna
same.
sit and hang around because I grew up here.
Not
I'm
the
sit
same.
at the corner and just chill on this empty block with no houses. Just because I'm from the hood. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
He talking about I'm not gonna do it.
I'll see y'all on the flip side. I'm not doing that. I'll fly y'all out. How about that? Ain't no houses on our block. No
It's not. It blew my mind when I first saw it. I was like,
what? Me too. I'm like,
is this the same street? I was confused. Like,
my mama house gone. It's just gone.
all the Ann in them houses that was next door to your mama house, they gone. Probably, okay, quick story time. You remember that time y'all had that nationwide brawl on the street? Because of Ann and them next door?
The night my whole family went to jail? Yes, I do remember. Man, that was a sign of block unity. When I tell you, that lady was out the hood.
Y'all, listen.
Our block was not playing, y'all. It was a brawl.
I have never in my life seen anything like that, but in a movie. Like, at the end of Friday. Like, that's what it felt like.
I was so stressed that night. But you know how that started? Quick story time.
Yeah.
I got a phone call from Queet. You know Queet?
Yeah.
The lady across the street then hit me in the head with a cell phone. So my mama gone. We all gone from the block. Her and my brother was the only people there.
Right.
So we got that phone call. We skirted home. Car was on fire, everything. Hop out, and that's when it began. It began from that lady fighting my niece. Yep.
Wait, who car was on fire?
Ours. We pulled up on twos, okay?
Okay.
We opened back. The dang old thing was smoking when we got out of there. Instantly, my homegirl got out busting windows. Bing! Like, we was fooling.
It was wild.
And then because we didn't mess with nobody, the whole block was like, no, y'all ain't about to mess with them.
Yeah, because I remember, shout out to Omar, he came down there with a bat. I remember that. Heavy and them came down there.
Because the lady was on top of, was it my brother or Duty? But she was going like, she was about to get him. So the boy came down the street, hit her on top of the head with the bat. Boom, on the back. She turned around like a beast, okay?
Yeah, she was, that mama
baby.
was.
She was something else.
That
And
mama
listen,
was.
I was right next door to her. Nothing separated us but a tiny driveway.
That's it.
For years we fought with that lady. She was crazy.
Yep. Her kids
the block
was.
ran her away though. That was some dope shit.
Man, listen, her kids was, because her sons was.
Yeah.
Throwing
they
hands.
fight, yep.
Her daughter was throwing hands. Her oldest daughter, Ann, she was throwing hands. Like, they was some tough. Yeah. That was a tough family. Like, the block was 4 of them against.
You hear me? The block.
17 houses. Like,
stop playing.
Jasmine, everybody was down there ready to
yes.
throw. Because once, and I think what really set it off was, didn't your mom get involved?
She used to mess with my mother. This is the reason.
Because I remember there was this incident where she did something to you, or I don't know if it was that same same day.
Did.
But something had happened with your mom, and everybody was like,
"It's a wrap." Because you're doing too much. Yep.
No, not moms. not moms.
They all went to jail. Only person that didn't go to jail was me and Dion. Because I was like, "Get your butt in this house."
Yeah.
Dion was about to go to jail.
He was about to. Because Spank, listen, Dion don't play. Shout out to you, boy. I need to find you. We need to link up.
Yeah.
Dion was not playing. Okay, so and I remember I was mad too because it was so. The adrenaline rush was crazy.
It was.
Y'all was out there going.
Fooling.
And people running down the street to go help. I'm like,
what?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh. And my mama like, get your ass in this house. I'm like, but mama,
she ain't come back to that block.
Man, they was
That's what
gone.
happened when you have unity.
Yeah, that was.
Over there, everybody been over there for over 10 years.
Over, for sure. Over.
Well, you think you gonna come over here and mess with the lady on the block who ain't never
over like that? And it's sad that really breaks my heart that the world isn't like it was because
it's not. You protect your older.
Was amazing.
It was.
That was an amazing.
It
block.
Was.
We had that boy live.
The fun. It was.
What the hoop on everybody hooping?
Yep. Basketball rim for hours.
A hydrant.
Yeah.
All type of stuff like that. It was just, and everybody knew everybody.
Yep. Blocks don't do that no more.
Everybody. Yeah. There was not a house we didn't know.
I didn't even know my neighbor.
Dang.
I was on. Let me see what was I ain't gonna say no names. Robeson.
Okay.
For 12 years, and I didn't know the lady next door.
That's crazy.
Because once that happened, I didn't want to mess with no neighbors.
Yeah, you don't want to, yeah.
So I was like, I see you, hi, and that was it. I didn't even know the lady's name. I promise you, 12 years.
Dang.
12 years.
12 years. We knew everybody on man.
Now I stay next to a Mexican family, and they don't give me no problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still don't mess with them, but I still say hi.
say hi.
You know, you gotta be friendly to thy neighbor.
That was a time to be alive, man. That was a time because we had so much fun. Like,
We did.
Remember Eric, Big Eric, he used to do the fireworks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was something everybody showing their porch. Like, he about to do the show.
Remember, was you there? We played hide and seek in the dark when he had that big power out. I was pregnant with Kai. I said, oh my goodness, I couldn't even play. I was so upset.
We had the power outage that summer. And that was man, I was lit. On top of the fact we had the best Coney Island and the D on the west side.
Right on the corner.
Right on the corner.
Yes.
Regardless, period.
And you know what? I'm going to go back to the mental health. Mm-hmm. That kind of stuff helped. You had a whole block of people that
you could trust for sure.
It was so fun. We didn't have all that stressful stuff back in the day.
Because we definitely, I know I done came to spank about so many things. I done came to you about stuff. We had community. We had community. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I got locked out the house,
come on down
somebody
here.
Let me come in their house till my mom got home or something. It was there was so much there.
Not like that.
So much protection. Yeah, and it's not like that now. Now it's every man for himself. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And it's unfortunate. But
here, don't talk to that neighbor.
Right.
This neighbor could save your life, but the neighbor could be creepy. You never know.
This is also true. I know that's right. You better believe it. So, but listen, guys, that's gonna be it for this podcast, y'all. I think we gave y'all a long podcast today.
We was
winded. We were winded. It was that dating. The dating made us talk for 30 more minutes. Yep. We would just go. But listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all, man, for always tapping in and locking in with us. If you have not by now, I don't know how you haven't, but you need to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification. We are on our way to 1,000 subs. We on the way up. You know what I'm saying? And also, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the podcast streaming platforms. You can follow us at the Maturity Productions Networks, where you're going to get all type of podcasts like this one.
Yes.
The Hit Your Finisher Wrestling Podcast, the Rap Shit Podcast, all type of various podcasts coming to the channel. So I want you guys to stay tuned in and locked in because we need your support for all of it.
We do. Tune in.
Now, with that being said, man, we go shout out the sponsors one more time. My homeboy Sean P. Happy birthday to you, my mans. Yaktown don't back down. Y'all tap in with him, man. 18 East Lawrence, Pontiac, Michigan. He got all of the merch. All the merch, man. Y'all tap in with Brody. Then shout out to Overdose Productions, man. Shout out to the whole team. Nirvana, ODP Nasty, Titty Boy Nate, Prestige, Jabril. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the whole team, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. And until then, we catch y'all on the flip side, man. It's your boy Mature, serving my co-host.
Chisa Fierce.
We out this mug. Peace.